Alright, Shalom, your brother Shamar from Phoenix. With that being said, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BAHASHAM, QUADASH. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the brothers doing this work in truth and sincerity. And once again, we're back at it, measuring the times, man. Bringing out that scripture about World War III, which is basically Jeremiah the 50th chapter and many other scriptures, but mostly Jeremiah 50th chapter with the juicy chapter when it comes to these missiles, man. When it comes to World War III, so to speak. Now I'm gonna get this article right here real quick. This is World War III. UK, its nuclear target we can hit in minutes, warns Russia. And it goes on. Britain has been warned, and it is nuclear target which can be hit in minutes. So, yeah, that's the North, that's the Medes, that's the North country, flexing their might, flexing their muscle. That's the Most High doing that. That's the Most High stirring up the nations, man. It says right here, Britain has been warned it is a nuclear target which can be hit in minutes, which could be hit by a Vladimir Putin's Russia within minutes because it allows U.S. missiles to be based in the UK. Senior Moscow official Konstantin Kosachev, I can't say that, man, Kosachev has said. So that goes into it, man. That goes into how the Lord's stirring up the North country, man. I'm gonna get the scripture real quick. It's Jeremiah 50 and 9 says, "For lo, I will raise a cause to come against Babylon." That's talking about America, an assembly of great nations. And who's going to be the head of those assembly of great nations? It's going to be Russia, man, from the north country. And they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrow shall be as a mighty expert, none shall return in vain. So that's what's going on, man. The assembly of great nations. I'm gonna get another scripture real quick. The Jeremiah 51:11 says, make bright the arrows," and that's exactly what this article is talking about, man. That's about those arrows getting prepared, those nuclear missiles getting prepared against Babylon, against the nations. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Most High has raised up the spirit of the king of the Medes, and that's talking about Russia, man. So these other nations, the 70 great nations, are going to be gathered under Russia, man, under the king of the Medes. And it shows a little diagram here that shows that, man. You got right here a picture of the Russia 9M279 missile, where they say that violates the terms of the INF treaty. It says that Russia obtains reliable information that the United States has finished developing these systems and starts to produce them. Russia will have no option other to engage in a full-scale effort to develop similar missiles. So this is the arms race, man. This is the spirit of the king of the Medes being raised up by the Most High. To what? To bring down this place for the ultimate World War III, man. There's a diagram right here. It says country with nuclear missiles. So nuclear weapons. That tells you right there the Most High ain't playing, man. The Most High is setting up this earth, especially America, for nuclear destruction. You got a picture of Russia right here. And if you see how it is, how large it is compared to America, and it says the number of 6,850 missiles. These could be exaggerated numbers. These could be numbers that of course they are, because they're not going to show you exactly how much missiles a certain country has. Russia could have more. Russia could have a million missiles. Russia could have 20,000 missiles. If you think about it, they probably do. But look at the vast amount of land that they got to stage all those missiles wherever they want them to. And also, it's raising up the nations. It's assembling the nations. You got Iran, you got China. They're allies with Russia, man. They're the major players in this so-called arms race. Why? Because the scripture said that the Lord's going to stir up the spirit of the king of the Medes. There's another diagram right here. The location of U.S. nuclear weapons in Europe. You know, I'm pretty sure this is exaggerated because they're not going to show you exactly how many or how much or basically where these missiles are, man. You know, I'm pretty sure there's a lot more. There's a lot more. It says officials from President Donald Trump administration speaking on the condition of anomaly have said Russia has deployed multiple battalions of cruise missiles throughout Russia in violation of the Funk Pact, including in Western Russia, with the ability to strike critical European targets. And if they can strike European targets, they can also strike American targets, man. Russia denies the allegation that's saying that the 9M279 missile range puts it outside the scope of the treaty. You know, so they're just playing this game where the Lord is stirring them up to engage battle with each other, man. You know, we all know, according to prophecy, that a nuclear war is going to happen, man. You know, the Lord made these missiles to be used. The Lord formed the smith, man. He created the smith to make these missiles. And if the Lord allowed these missiles to be made, and that means they're going to be used, man. You know, and that's prophecy. That's exactly what's going to happen. Why? Because the wickedness of America is so great, or the wickedness of Esau Edom, because he's the one that controls the world. You know, he has his whole cultures, society, lifestyle, mentality, and way of living has to be destroyed. And the heart of that is America, man, which is Babylon the Great, according to the scriptures. So we must ensure that our deterrence and defense remain credible and effective. This is NATO's job. As well as possessing its own nuclear arsenal, the UK also permits the US to deploy nuclear weapons on British soil. Why? Because they're allies, man. Because they're allies. You know, so there's gonna be a major conflict. You know, there's no ifs, ands, or what's about it. It's not if, it's when. And that's what we go on the highways and hedges to promote, man. You know, we talk about these things. You know, we talk about these prophecies. You know, the nuclear missiles, the ICBMs, which are in the scriptures, man. You know, there's many scriptures talking about the missiles in the scriptures, man. You know, last video I brought a couple of them out. You know, but you know, basically you can look at all kinds of scriptures about missiles in the Bible, man. You know, of course, brothers in the truth, brothers in the know, we know the code for them. We know that the Lord calls them arrows. You know, and other things, man. Basically, mostly he calls them arrows, man. Because that's the language. That was the way that they can best describe what the visions that they were seeing. Because the prophets saw these visions, man. These visions of nuclear destruction. These visions of missiles. These visions of these ICBMs. Since they didn't know what they were, because it wasn't something that was in their time, they likened it to an arrow, because that's exactly what an arrow does. It flies through the air and it destroys the target. And that's exactly what these ICBMs are going to do. They're going to fly through the air and they're going to destroy a target, man. And why is this mass destruction prophesied in the Bible? Because the Lord had to destroy our enemies, the enemies of the so-called Black and Latino Native Americans, the nation of Israel. The Lord had to destroy 2/3 of our people. The Lord had to destroy the multitude of the people in order to bring righteousness upon this earth, man. And the Lord promised that He was going to destroy our enemies. And it's mostly Esau Edom that's doing all this, man. Now you got these heathen nations, you know, like Iran and so on and so forth, and China, that have nuclear capabilities too, but they're all under the spirit of the king of the Medes, like we read in the scripture, man. They're all in alliance with each other, man. They're all in alliance with Esau Edom, whether it's British with the U.S. which are Edomites. The rulership is basically Edomites, or it's China with Russia, which is what Moab and well, the Edom too. Because the Russians are Edomites also, and they're all our enemies. And the Lord said He's going to destroy our enemies, man. I'm going to get this right here. I'm going to close it out with this. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make atonement, and they that have hate thee have lifted up the head. Because that's why the Most High is going to destroy them, because they hate the Most High. They wish to be as the Most High, and they lifted up their head. They're showing their pride in their technology and in their whatever it is that they do, man. The Lord's going to bring them down, man. They have taken crafty counsel against the people and have consulted against the hidden ones, because because they know who the elect are. They know the Lord has an elect. They know who the chosen of the Most High are. They know that, man. And you got these idiots like what's his name? These scoffers like Vocab Malone and James White the Edomite and all these other clowns. They're set up by Esau to go against the men of the Lord, but they always get confounded, man. They're the ones taking crafty counsel. They have taken crafty counsel that people consulted against the hidden ones. They have said, "Come and let us cut off from being a nation," because they don't want to see that, man. They don't want to see that. They don't want to see that, so they're doing everything in their demonic power to stop it. But that's all prophecy too. So it doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter, because ultimately everything that they're doing is ordained by the Most High. To what? To fulfill prophecy, man. For they have consulted together with one consent. They're confederate against you. So it's all controlled by the elites, man. The elites, they control all these chess pieces. They tell these countries what to do. They got a 100-year plan, man, of how everything's gonna play out. So hey, these ICBMs are in the scriptures, man. And the more articles that come out, it just proves that. Whether you can receive it or not, man. If you're a man of understanding, a man that measures the times, and then you'll be able to receive it. But if not, if you're in that darkness, you got those that cover cast upon you, then you're not going to see it, man. You think this world's going to continue on forever, man. You think these politicians and ambassadors can talk their way out of nuclear war. You're fucking full of shit, man. That being said, man, this is a real quick lesson, real quick video over here at the plantation. And Most High Wouldn't Hope was edifying. That being said, I want to say Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawahshi, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawahshi, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawahshi. Shalom.